What I'm looking for in terms of a good string or set of strings is durability, tone, and consistency.
So, welcome back to Cards in the Car, but it's not at night.
Yeah, it's a bit bright today, isn't it? It's kind of a bit odd to be sitting in the car doing it in daytime.
Yeah, so why are we doing it in the daytime?
Because we have time, and the weather's nice, the skies are blue, and it's Ramadan, so it's quiet.
The sun is up, the sky is blue, and it's just great that I'm with you.
So welcome back to Cards in the Car, and today we're going to talk about DAddario strings. DAddario is a string company with decades of heritage and history, and I've been sponsored or endorsed by them since 1997. So I've been getting strings from them for almost 25 years.
Wow.
And I used to place their logo on my albums and at posters and concerts and stuff like that. But I thought, hang on a second, I make films, so let's make a film about DAddario. Let's make a short film about their strings. And so we approached it in the same way as we approached Time to Rewonder. Narration, a little poetic story, and some characters and so on.
So watch it.
So watch it, yeah.
And that doesn't mean like watch it because there's something going to come and get you if you don't. It just means, please, you're our friends,
Just
watch it. So what's so special about these guitar strings? I mean, they're just strings after all, aren't they?
Yes and no. I mean, as in no. I mean, DAddario, what I love about them is they've really explored, researched different ways of making strings with carbon and with composite material, but with the sound of the guitar and the guitarist at the forefront. And so they wouldn't make guitar strings out of any old material that would not sound great. And so I think they moved away from nylon a long time ago. I think nylon is actually the old catgut thing, is a thing of the past.
Catgut?
Yeah, it used to be catgut, apparently. Years and years, I mean not DAddario, but years and years ago, people used to put catgut on guitars.
Really? Like
Yeah.
what, they used to kill the cats and get the gut?
No, they would basically find a dead cat and take the guts out. Yeah. Apparently, I don't know if it's true. But anyway, so what I'm looking for in terms of a good string or set of strings is durability, tone, and consistency. So when you buy a brand of string, you want to know that when you buy that same packet, that same model number, that same label, that it's going to sound the same every time.
Yeah.
And so DAddario have been consistent throughout, from the very beginning. I've never had any issues with consistency. Amazing. My guitars are cedar top, apart from the harp guitars. And so cedar top's very lively, it's very, very brash. And I love that marriage of the sort of bright, quite out there sound of these particular strings that I use against the cedar top of the guitar. But also on the harp guitars, I've got spruce tops, which are a bit more tame and polite, let's say. So I would use a slightly harder tension, which gives a bit more brightness. Harder to play, of course, but yeah. So I love DAddario because whenever they do, I mean, I've also been part of beta testing with them. We did some beta testing for the EXP strings way back in the 90s, I think it was. So I would receive packets of EXP strings to test at different tensions and all that. But I'm always sort of curious and excited as to what they're going to bring out next, what material they're going to use. So I've been grateful for the almost 25 years of partnership with DAddario, because they basically give me peace of mind. When I go out on stage, I know how long the strings take to settle down. I know how they're going to perform in different climates, and the later models of strings, or later materials they're using to make strings, tend to last longer. So the durability is a great thing. You don't want to be changing your strings every week. And I remember there was a time way back when, if you're playing in hot countries, you sweat and your fingers, get all greasy, and strings would last less. But these new strings, the EXPs and the composites and the carbon strings, they're amazing. They're so resilient to sweat, and also whilst maintaining a great tone. So I'd urge you to try them. So I use the carbon strings and the composite strings, and also the Dynacore strings. And for my Spanish guitar, I use hard tension, that's enough. And then for the harp guitar, I use extra hard tension because the harp guitar's got an incredible, I play differently. So on the harp guitar, it's more about sustain and simplicity. And so those extra high tension strings give me a bigger sound. I'm doing less, but the guitar gives more, if that makes any sense. So, yeah. So a big shout out to DAddario. You guys have been so supportive, consistent and awesome for the last 25 years of my career. And I look forward to the next 25. So thank you so much. It's DAddario.com, jasoncarter.net. This is us, Carter's in the car. Like, subscribe, and have a great day.
And don't forget to comment.
Bye.